have a chance. Richarlison. Cuts it back. Oh, what a goal! First up! It's just the 5th minute.
Still Lewandowski. Still Doski. Finds Dembele, and Dembele scores an equaliser. What a pass from Lewandowski. He has been the best player. He has actually got 2 assists. One of Gavi's goal and now Dembele's goal.
And City wins! City won the match. Manchester City won the match.
Hello everybody, this is Brisbane05 Blast here and welcome back to another video of this channel. And today's match is going to be a blockbuster as it's the London derby. North London taking on West London. Yes, it is Arsenal taking on Chelsea right here at the Emirates Stadium, and it's going to be a fascinating game. So Arsenal, they have been on an inconsistent run basically. So in their last 2 matches, they drew to Brentford away from home. Then they drew to Wolves away from home, that too leading by 2 goals. And then capitulating 2 goals at the last minute and somehow managed to win against North London rivals Tottenham 4-1. But yeah, with their inconsistent run in their last 3 games, I'm not even sure if Arsenal can hold on. But Chelsea, on the other hand, they are actually worse than Arsenal. They've actually had more inconsistencies than Arsenal, to be fair, because they've actually had draws. First having a 2-2 draw against Leeds. They also had the same scenario as Arsenal, leading by 2 goals and then capitulating their 2-goal lead. And then drawing to Burnley thanks to Zian Fleming's match-winning goal or equalising goal in the 90th minute. Not match-winning goal, but equalising on the 90th minute at Stamford Bridge. So it is going to be a very tough year for the Blues. Because at the Emirates, whenever you take on Arsenal at the Emirates, it's always going to be a long day for Chelsea. They never get the job done. And in their last 3 games... I mean, the last game, Arsenal won 3-1 to Chelsea, and then they battered Chelsea 5-0 in the 23-24 season, and then they, of course, won the 25-26 season, and yeah. And, of course, Arsenal have beaten Chelsea in the Carabao Cup in the second leg, so that is also added salt to Chelsea's wounds, basically. So, it is going to be a long day here for the Blues, so, and we don't know if they can bounce back. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. And I really hope that this team right here, this Gunners team, can get the job done in real life. But we're just going to be making up predictions just to, just to have some entertainment here. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. And without further ado, let's get to Emirates Stadium, where we can see North London, aka Arsenal, taking on West London, aka Chelsea. Alright guys, we're here at the Emirates Stadium to see Arsenal and Chelsea take on and battle out for all 3 points here. So basically, Arsenal, they've had an underwhelming run, I would say. In their last 2 matches, they did get a draw. Of course, drawing to Brentford 1-1 and then Wolves 2-2. But then they managed to bounce back by getting a big win over their North London rivals, Tottenham Hotspur. Whereas Chelsea, on the other hand, they actually got a draw against Burnley in the last fixture. And they also somehow managed to have a 2-2 draw against Leeds after actually going 2 goals up. So Chelsea are they really need this win. But it's very difficult since this is not at Stamford Bridge. This is at Emirates Stadium, Arsenal's home ground. But yeah, who's going to win this match? Because these 2 teams have been collided since the Europa League matches and many more matches, especially the Carabao Cup match. Now that literally was down to the wire, only for Kai Havertz to score the match-winning goal. Alright, now let's take a look at Arsenal's starting lineup here. And yep, they're of course going with a 4-3-3 formation, with of course David Raya starting in goal with Luis Kelly, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, Odegaard, Zubimendi, Rice, Trossard, Saka and Gyökeres. With Arteta as the manager, and he's actually doing a pretty good manager here. And now let's take a look at Chelsea's starting lineup. And as you can see, Robert Sanchez is the man in goal with Reece James, Chalobah, Colwill, Marc Cucurella, Fernandes, Caicedo, Neto, Palmer, Gittins, and João Pedro. And as you can see, João Pedro has actually have history in scoring goals against Arsenal. He did that against his former club, which is Brighton. But let's see what he can do for Chelsea, kid. And as you can see, Arsenal, they start by actually punting it in. Yup, they always punt. Well, not just them, the CPUs normally they do that. But right now, Chelsea will be the one to actually start from their own half, of course. Alright, here's Cucurella. Cucurella to Palmer. Cole Palmer to Reece James. James to Cucurella. But yeah, Arsenal are really in trouble right now because their goal scorer in that reverse fixture is really out. He'll be back by probably next season. So this could be a trouble here for Arsenal, like when they really do need of a goal here. But right now Chelsea are in, they won the foul, so they have a free kick here, and it's a dangerous position. And it's Palmer to take it. He finds Caicedo. Still Caicedo. Caicedo to João Pedro, and João Pedro scores. What a goal here from the Chelsea Brazilian wizard, João Pedro. And the fans from West London are ecstatic, because that's a wonderful goal. That's actually a wonderful pass here from Caicedo, and a wonderful finish here from João Pedro. And who else but the player from Brighton scoring the goal? He usually scores goals against Arsenal, but this time he scores the goal to actually put Chelsea in front. This is really going to be a long day here for Arsenal, because like I said, they do not have Mikel Merino, even though he's there in this substitution, but in real life he's actually not there since he has suffered a huge injury blow. But yeah, what can Arsenal do right now? They actually go for a long cross, and somehow Trossard wins the ball. Still Trossard to Zubimendi, Zubimendi to Odegaard to Rice, but I think he tried to go for a shot, but a block here from the Chelsea defenders easily nullifies it. And now here's Chelsea with it. It's Pedro Neto. Neto to James. James to Palmer. Palmer to Cucurella. Cucurella gets tackled and by Odegaard, that too. And now here's Saka. Saka to Rice. Rice to Odegaard. Odegaard to Saka. Saka to Gyökeres. Gyökeres shoots, but what a save from Robert Sanchez. And Enzo Maresca, of course, the manager, but he's actually sacked. It's Liam Rossini who's actually the manager for Chelsea. But I'm pretty sure in FC 27, they are going to fix the manager problems. And yep, it's a corner kick here for Arsenal. Can they score from corners? No, they can't, because it would be inevitable if they actually score from corners. But now here's Declan Rice. Rice to Gabriel. Gabriel then to Rice. Rice to Zubimendi. Zubimendi to Trossard. Still Leandro Trossard. Still Trossard. Trossard to Gyökeres. Gyökeres to Trossard, who made an overlapping run, by the way. Still Trossard. Still Trossard. Trossard to Rice. Rice to Zubimendi. But what a tackle here from Cole Palmer. He doesn't do well in attack only. He also contributes in the defensive line. And that's what he's done so far. Now here's Cole Palmer. He's on the attack. He finds João Pedro. Then back to Palmer. Palmer to Jamie Bino Gittins. But what an interception here from Timber. Timber to Odegaard. Odegaard to Saka. Bukayo Saka to Gyökeres. Still Gyökeres. Still Victor Gyökeres. Gyökeres to Saka. Saka to Odegaard. Odegaard to Rice. But of course he gets tackled. And Palmer has it right now. It's still Cole Palmer. Palmer to Caicedo. Still Caicedo. Still Caicedo. Moises Caicedo to Reece James. Reece James to Palmer. Palmer to Cucurella. Does he go for the shot? No, he doesn't, but he finds Pedro Neto. Neto to Pedro. Back to Caicedo, who already has an assist on João Pedro's goal. Nice Caicedo. Caicedo to Palmer. Fernandes. Can Enzo be the provider? But what a tackle here from Hurrien Timber. Crunching tackle, by the way, from the Arsenal right back. Or left back, actually. I don't know, but still. But it is the right back, so yeah. However, this is so confusing. How did the ball actually get all the way there? But, of course, it's a throw in here for Chelsea. Cucurella to Gittins. Gittins to Cucurella. Cucurella to Palmer. What a tackle from Zubimendi. What can Arsenal do in the counter-attack? They're still going tiki-taka, but right now they are not the ones leading. They're trailing, so they have to think swiftly. Here's Gyökeres. Gyökeres to Trossard. Trossard to Rice. Rice to Lewis Kelly. Lewis Kelly then to Rice. Rice to Gabriel. And Lewis Kelly. A bit of tiki-taka play, but you cannot do that when you are trailing, mind you. And that's what's actually costing them. But somehow Odegaard did actually try to slide tackle. So they did not actually lose possession from midway. But it's still Chelsea ball. It's Palmer. Palmer crosses it. And what a clearance here from Arsenal. And now is Bukayo Saka. Still with it. Still Bukayo Saka. Saka to Odegaard. Odegaard to Timber. Timber to Saka. What a tackle here from Cucurella. However, it's a free kick for Arsenal. Because that was a bad one from Cucurella. Will he actually get sent off, or is it just going to be a yellow card? It is a yellow card. But this could have been a red card because that was a bad tackle on Bukayo Saka. Yeah, literally behind. Literally went for the legs then the ball. That could have been a straight red if this was real life. But a yellow is actually a good decision here from the referee. They don't want to make things a bit controversial here. So, best that they go for the slightly not bad, not worse decision. And that is by getting a yellow card. But right now, Arsenal have a free kick. As Declan Rice is going to be taking the free kick here. He is pretty good at free kicks, so don't count him off. He finds Odegaard. Odegaard to... Yeah, I anyway don't know who actually passed it. But anyway, Chelsea are the ones that will be taking the possession. But they did clear it. So it's going to be an Arsenal possession. But as you can see in the possession right there, or win probability, Chelsea are actually the favourites. So they might actually win. So right now, Gittins. Gittins to Cucurella. Cucurella to Fernandes. Fernandes with a wonderful through ball pass to Gittins. But of course, what a wonderful interception and block from Timber. It's going to be a corner kick here for Chelsea. What can this mastermind of Enzo Maresca do? Looks like it's going to be Fernandes to be taking the free kick. Corner kick. And it's nullified easily thanks to a wonderful defensive play here from Arsenal. And now they're on a counter-attack. Can they have their sequence? And of course, they're going for clearance, but it's going to be a Chelsea ball. But however, it's still with Arsenal. Saka. Now it is going to be a Chelsea ball, but Cucurella only cleared it away. So it's still with Arsenal. It's Gyökeres, but Gyökeres does a tame header effort to Robert Sanchez. Now here's Enzo. Enzo to Chalobah. Then to Cucurella. Still Cucurella. 2 minutes of added time here for stoppage. What can Arsenal do? Can they score at the stroke of half-time? Or will Chelsea have a one-goal lead? Here's Odegaard. Odegaard to Zubimendi. And I think it's going to be half-time. As Chelsea have a minor advantage on Arsenal. Leading 1-0 thanks to who else but João Pedro. This man literally got the wonderful goal thanks to Moises Caicedo there. But yeah. Half-time, it's Arsenal 0, Chelsea 1. But now let's take a look at the highlights here, of course. We're going to take a look at the highlighter. So, the only chances, there were 3 chances, of course. João Pedro with a wonderful finish, thanks to a pass from Caicedo. And then a wonderful finish here from João Pedro. This man is probably going to be called up for the Brazil squad if he actually performs well. Like, he actually scored 11 goals in the Premier League in real life, so he could be the actual goal scorer for this match. And of course, Pedro scored the only goal in this half. But there was some chances for Arsenal here, as Robert Sanchez made a save. It was a wonderful pass from Saka. Gyökeres had it. He tried to shoot, even though it wasn't actually threatening, but he tried to shoot. But what a save here from Robert Sanchez. Like, seriously, this man is on fire right now. But now, of course, Cucurella, the foul on Bukayo Saka. Could have been a red card. We don't even know. But it was a good decision here from referee. A very fair play decision here. Even though this was actually a crunching tackle behind the legs, by the way. This could have been a red card if this was in real life. But referee decided to not actually get into a controversial decision and goes for the safest decision of giving Cucurella the yellow card. So that's what he did so far. But yeah, Cucurella is really in the referee's book, so he has to watch out. And yeah, those were the highlights for the first half. And now let's take a look at the match facts. Of course, Arsenal dominating. They had 4 shots to Chelsea's 2. But Arsenal had 4 shots, 2 shots to target to Chelsea's 2 shots, 1 shot on target. And as usual, Arsenal have... they actually have more possession than Chelsea, but only that much. But yeah. Anyway, guys, looks like second half will be coming up shortly. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy the remainder of this match. So yeah, second half will be coming up shortly, right after the break. Alright, guys, looks like Chelsea will be the one to kick off. Are they going to be going for the punt? No. Unlike Arsenal, they're actually going to be going direct. It's Reece James with it. If he finds Caicedo, Caicedo to James. James to Neto. Still Neto. Is he going to cross it or is he going to back pass it? He actually finds Palmer. Then to... I'm pretty sure that was Enzo. Then Gittins tried to shoot. But a save from Raya keeps it alive here for Arsenal. Here's Gabriel. And now Raya actually goes long. But it's still going to be a Chelsea ball. But every time when I say Chelsea ball, it is still... Arsenal still have the possession. But now they actually do have the possession now. Chelsea. Now here's Palmer. Palmer to Gittins. Jamie Bino Gittins with it. And somehow, he actually just runs the ball out of play. That was a stupidity play here from Jamie Bino Gittins there. And this gives Arsenal a bit of relief. But is he going to go short? He is. He finds Saliba, who then finds Lewis Kelly. Still Skelly finds Gabriel. Gabriel then to Lewis Kelly. Lewis Kelly to Zubamendi. Zubamendi to Odegaard. Odegaard to Gyökeres. Gyökeres then to Odegaard. Odegaard to Zubamendi. Lewis Kelly here. Gabriel then to Rice. Rice to Trossard. Lewis Kelly. And what a tackle here. And Chelsea still has it. It's Cucurella. What a wonderful interception here. Here's Saliba. Saliba to Timber. Timber here to Saka. Saka to Odegaard. Odegaard here to Gyökeres. Gyökeres to Trossard. But what an interception here from Reece James. Now here's Neto. Neto to Palmer. Palmer with a wonderful pass. And what a run here from Neto. And what a finish here from Neto. Raya actually went for it. And Neto with a wonderful finish. Arsenal. What has happened to them? They've been snoozing. And it's all been Chelsea so far. Having more chances than Arsenal in this half. What a pass. From, I believe it's João Pedro. And what a finish here from Neto. Raya did actually go for it. But he actually missed the ball. And somehow Neto with a clinical finish gives Chelsea a 2-goal lead. That is a slip from the Spanish goalkeeper David Raya. But yeah, Arsenal are really in trouble right now. They have to do the unthinkable here. Lewis Kelly finds Trossard. Trossard to Lewis Kelly. Lewis Kelly to Gabriel. Gabriel then to Rice. Rice to Zubamendi. Zubamendi to Gyökeres. Still Gyökeres. Gyökeres to Saka. Saka to Zubamendi. Well, what a tackle, man. Seriously. Arsenal, they've literally been 0%. And Chelsea, it's all been Chelsea so far. They always turn up well against Arsenal. That's all I got to say. Right now is Palmer. Palmer to Caicedo. Caicedo to João Pedro. And Neto again. He might actually be on the verge of scoring a brace. But what a tackle here from Miles Lewis Kelly or either Saliba. But it's going to be a substitution here for Chelsea. It's João Pedro coming off for Nicholas Jackson, who's actually on loan to Bayern Munich, if you know. So, yeah, Chelsea have a corner kick, and it's Palmer to take it. He goes short to Fernandes. Fernandes goes for a cross, but David Raya makes an easy save. It's Rice. Rice to Timber. Timber to Gyökeres. Still Gyökeres. Still Victor Gyökeres. Gyökeres to Declan Rice. Rice to Lewis Kelly. Lewis Kelly to Trossard. Still Trossard. Trossard shoots. And he scores not an equalizing goal, but he scores a goal which could give Arsenal some hope. And he goes into the touch, not in the touchline, but in the halfway mark. But what a goal here from Leandro Trossard. Gave Arsenal some hope. But what a pass here from Lewis Kelly. What a run from Trossard. And what a finish from the young Belgian. Well, he's not young. He's 31 in real life. So, basically, what a finish from Leandro Trossard. So, just to keep it simple. But yeah, Maresca, of course, is fuming because how did they give away that possession and that space? But looks like Chelsea will be the one to take the substitution. And is it going to be Estevao coming in? Bino Gittins is, of course, coming off. But we just don't know. We'll find out soon. But right now, Arsenal, they've scored a goal. And now they have some hope. It's Chalobah coming off for Fofana, actually. Not... So Jamie Bino Gittins is still there. So Chalobah comes off for Fofana. And of course, we've got to take a look at the highlights. Leandro Trossard scored the most important goal here for Arsenal. And he might have given Arsenal some hope. But looks like it's a goal kick here for Arsenal. Raya finds Timber. Timber to Saliba. Then back to Timber. Still Timber. Timber to Saka. Saka to Odegaard. Then to Timber. Still Timber. Timber to Zubamendi. Zubamendi to Odegaard. Still Odegaard. Odegaard makes a wonderful pass to Timber, who's already on the attack for some reason. He finds Saka. Saka to Odegaard. Odegaard to Zubamendi. Zubamendi to Gyökeres. Gyökeres to Rice. Rice shoots. And he scores the equalising goal here for Arsenal. Chelsea, all of a sudden, have capitulated their 2-goal lead. And they, of course, have to celebrate at the halfway line yet again. But what a goal here from Declan Rice. Gives Arsenal some hope from 2 goals down. Thanks to a wonderful pass from Gyökeres. And what a finish here from Declan Rice. Sanchez tried to save that one. But it is what it is. What a finish here from Declan Rice. Might have given Arsenal some hope. We are in for a cracker here. It's 2-2 with 13 minutes to go. Chelsea were actually the ones to actually come back in that Spurs game. And now they're actually the ones to capitulate their 2-goal lead. And Arsenal are the ones that are actually coming back. If you know, you know. So, yeah. But now Saka to Odegaard. Can they actually win this game? Because momentum is really on Arsenal's side right now. Here's Odegaard. Odegaard to Zubamendi. Zubamendi to Odegaard. Odegaard to Saka. Still Saka. Saka to Odegaard. Odegaard did try to go for a cheeky pass. But that actually flopped. And now Chelsea are on the attack. Chelsea has Palmer with it. Now it's Palmer with a wonderful pass to Neto. Neto to Reece James. Declan Rice tried to tackle him, but Chelsea still has it. 4 minutes to go here. Can one of these sides break the deadlock? Here's Jackson. Caicedo. Caicedo finds Neto. It's still Neto though. I was going to say what a tackle, but it's still with Chelsea here. And what a tackle here from Rice. Rice finds Saka, then to Declan Rice. Rice to Zubamendi. Zubamendi to Gabriel. Lewis Kelly. Can Arsenal potentially go for a draw? Because that will be a very good result if they do. But since they're the home team, they can't go for a draw. They have to win this game. But right now, here's Chelsea with it. Now they're the ones attacking, so Arsenal really have to defend this one. And that was a costly one here from Gabriel. It's going to be or actually Saliba, not Gabriel. Is it going to be a red card? No, it isn't. It's a yellow card here from William Saliba. And it's going to be a dangerous free kick here for Chelsea. We have seen Arsenal concede late goals. Is this actually going to happen? Looks like Neto will be coming off for Estevao, who has been clinical. Can he actually be clinical in the remaining minutes? But looks like Cole Palmer is going to be the one to take the free kick. Is he going to go for it? He is. But Raya makes an easy save. And looks like it will be a draw. They are not looking forward to scoring the goal. But Chelsea has it. It's Cole Palmer. Palmer to Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez makes a wonderful pass. But what a interception here from Lewis Kelly. And full time has already concluded. And the whistle is blown. Nothing is going to be separated after 90 minutes. It's going to be ending in a 2-2 draw. What a game that was. A cracker, by the way. Of course, we're going to end the match as a draw. What a performance here. Of course, this time Chelsea had more chances than Arsenal. But Arsenal were more clinical with a of course, their 2 shots, and that actually turned into goals. So we're going to take a look at the match facts, of course. So if I remember correctly, Arsenal had 6 shots, 4 shots on target, and Chelsea had 7 shots, 5 shots on target. But it's a very good performance here from Arsenal because they were 2 goals down, and they managed to win they managed to have a very good result. Excuse me. But now let's take a look at Pedro Neto's goal. We're going to go back. There you go. So it was actually a wonderful pass here from João Pedro. And what a finish here from Pedro Neto. Raya actually went for it. But he actually missed the ball and went actually for Pedro Neto himself. But what a finish here from the Portuguese. And Sanchez was applauding. And yeah, we're going to see it again. Wonderful finish here from Pedro Neto. And of course, ever since that Neto goal, 10 minutes later, Arsenal managed to score 1 goal. Thanks to a finish from Leandro Trossard. But of course, a wonderful assist from Miles Lewis-Kelly, who hasn't had that much game time, by the way. So if he hasn't actually had game time, we're actually going to give this assist to Hincapié, since he actually plays left back. So this will be my predicted score assist men. That is Hincapié and Leandro Trossard. If he actually starts, he will be the goal scorer. What a finish here from Trossard, and what a celebration from him, by the way. And then, of course, Declan Rice finish. Thanks to, of course, a wonderful pass from Gyökeres. And then a wonderful finish here from Declan Rice. A low-driven shot by the Englishman. Arsenal fans were jubilant because they were 2 goals down just 17 minutes ago from then. And somehow they managed to score 2 goals in quick succession. And then that William Saliba foul, actually, that was frustrating. But it was the only way to actually not give away a very good attack. We're going to see it again. He actually tackled Jamie Bino Gittins, if I'm correct. Or is it Jackson? Either one of those players. I think it's Nicholas Jackson. He actually tackled Nicholas Jackson from behind. So that was a yellow card. And that to deserve that too. Deserved, by the way. So yeah, he actually tackled Nicholas Jackson. And that's it. And now let's take a look at the performance, of course. So, of course, João Pedro was literally the best player here for Chelsea. He got an 8.7 rating. And then he's probably Chelsea's best player. And Arsenal's best player is actually Declan Rice. But if the man of the match is actually going to be awarded, it's going to be awarded to João Pedro, as he had an 8.7 rating. More than Declan Rice. So he had 1 goal and an assist. So it kind of makes sense. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. And we'll be back for our next gameplay. Goodbye. Hello guys, we're back, and just as we witnessed, this game was an absolute cinema. It was a 4-goal thriller, and the match didn't disappoint us. The Emirates Stadium didn't disappoint us. Arsenal and Chelsea failed to find a winner, as they ended in a 2-2 draw. But it was literally ending in a cinema. It was literally like the climax of the cinema, with both these sides trying to find the winner, but they just couldn't edge it. They just failed the cutting edge. Some of the players literally forgot their shooting boots. So, yeah. But it did start well for Chelsea, especially from a pass from Moises Caicedo to João Pedro, the best signing here from Chelsea. That too from Brighton, by the way. And João Pedro he always likes to score goals against Arsenal. He did score goals for Brighton when they were actually trailing thanks to Noneri. But then, of course, he scored the penalty goal and he does it again. And then, of course, Pedro Neto's goal. Raya did actually come for it, but he missed the ball. Instead went for Neto, in which Neto managed to find that much space to actually score the goal. But Arsenal, just like they always do, they never fail to give up. Because, of course, a goal from Leandro Trossard. He scored the first goal for Arsenal. And then Declan Rice scored the equalizing goal. It was literally like the almost a scenario of the 23-24 season, which was at Stamford Bridge. But this time it was Trossard scoring first and then Declan Rice. So, yeah, that game was an absolute cinema. Chelsea almost found the winner. It couldn't have ended in a 2-2 draw if Chelsea would have actually scored that one. But Raya made impeccable saves, and so did Sanchez as well. So, yeah, nothing to be decided. It will end in a 2-2 draw, and that might be the prediction here for Sunday's game. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I will be trying to resume the Brisbane 05 Blaster Champions League, so I really hope you look forward to that. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. This is Brisbane 05 Blaster here, signing off.